Yo, my boy? That's on the neighborhood, cuz. Say word. What up? Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties bat them lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence. Okay. News you can use to uplift your kinfolk and them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome Mr. Martin, this is ethnic-ish and more. That's all the
temper, and that's why 8 of these clowns, your attackers, are all now in the hospital. And that is the truth.
Woo! She's sure hot.
This is confidential!
And how's your mother doing?
Huh? Fortunately, the worst is over. She cleared the hump.
She cleared the hump, huh? What next, a triathlon?
It's a cold, cold world. I ain't got some words. Man, it sounds so absurd. You used to speak from the heart. An incredible yet a beautiful thought. You're leaning, do mumbling, knocking, and you're stumbling. Even when the style is free, but your mind ain't got you thinking you hard in the streets, but you can't stay on beat cause you're so far gone. Cause you just a child all alone trying to write a song you can't even write. But you took the whips and the chains for exchange for your soul. So let's go. It's a cold, cold world. So burn the love. Let's go. It's a cold, cold world. Let's go. So burn the love. I ain't got time for your ignorance or your overplaying irrelevance. Yeah. Everything sounds the same. I guess it's just a part of the game. We used to fight to the truth. Intellectual conversations run loose. Yeah. The culture stayed real until that ill will. Now you're back out on the cotton field, but your heart they got you thinking you hard in this booth, but you ain't told the truth since you got signed. Now every line you define seems to go upon the culture's decline. But you took the grasp of the roots and had the fruit for your soul. Yeah, it's kinda cold in this world. Chilly in my spirit, so my bones feeling froze. Mentally, December ruled off on my nose. Could it be my brother aiming high for my soul? That's how the story goes every time we sit around. Chaos, what you spitting? How we eating right when there's pork in the kitchen? Then the labels hold you down, but they really held you down. See that money encourage bad decisions. You want us to fight and understand your rights, but you never should've gave them your masters. But the whips and chains with that ice on your brain, no wonder you brought cash for the master. Run faster, yeah, you better run faster. The whips and the chains and that ice on your brain, no wonder you brought cash for the master.
Hey, turn up, turn it on up. We back on another episode of Ethnic Is Your More, episode number 53. Eternal Laughter. I find myself to be a funny, chuckling Negro from time to time. I call myself a fake comedian because I don't think I have the audacity to get on the stage. I'll say I want to do, that's one thing I want to do one time pass. Try to do stand up. I think I'm hella funny. See a car pulling up. I wonder if that got something to do with us.
You want me to go check that out?
Well, yeah, you can go check that out, y'all. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Nico the Great, man. Past Master's in the Mickey Ficky building, per usual. And as always, we in this motherfucker doing our thing. I don't know if the bar cracking or if I...
Big gay nigga going to the club.
Oh yeah, y'all. Shout out to the Pride folks across the street that do their thing. I had to go in. I'll tell you the story. I had to go in there and get some. I tried to go in there and get some matches one time. Yeah, bruh. So that was like, I really want to say maybe a month and a half ago. I was in here. I had a stressful ass day. I had a little piece of tree in this motherfucker rolled up. I'm like, fuck, I ain't got no. I tore my car up. I ain't got nan lighter in that bitch. I wasn't trying to drive down the street to go buy no lighter. I'm like, man, bars, I know back in the day used to have matches in that bitch. I know you can't really smoke in them hoes, but maybe the tradition is still strong. Boy, I walk in that motherfucker, I'm like, it's just because I don't care what nobody do. Disclaimer to that, I don't care if you gay, straight, whatever you do is what you do. That has nothing to do with me. Long as you happy with your life, then you cool with me. But walking in that motherfucker as a straight nigga, and everybody turning their head to you thinking like, oh, he one of us. I'm like,
nah.
I had to walk in there like, hey, you niggas got. I'm like, hey man, I'm just trying to prevent myself going down the street. Y'all wasn't happy to have no matches. They like, no. I'm like, it's a nigga in that bitch with a whole mesh shirt on. That's when you know you somewhere where the gay niggas kick it. When you see at least one nigga with a mesh shirt on. I don't know what it is about mesh. But do your thing, y'all.
He was trying to show the nipples.
But shit, I was like, they was hella cool. I'm like, of course I ain't coming in there on no bullshit. I wonder, like,
what y'all niggas can fight.
Yeah, oh, bro, listen. I just told somebody the other day, fighting a gay nigga is a lose-lose. Because if you beat him up, motherfucker, I'm like, bro, you tripping. Why you beating up on the gay nigga? But if that nigga put them hands on you, you can never live that down. You'll never be able to talk shit to me. Because I'm like, hold on. When that nigga was meat mopping your ass with the palm of his motherfucking wrist, how you wasn't talking to that nigga crazy. But that nigga was out, bro. I done seen the gay nigga beat the brakes off a motherfucker. I'm like, y'all better leave that nigga alone, bro. Leave that nigga alone, man. But as I was saying, it's your boy NicoThaGreat.
Man, it's the Past Master. What's up, y'all? I ain't seen y'all in a little minute.
Man, we got Past in the building. We here to do this wonderful thing. Wonderful thing we call postal podcasting. Meaning rain, sleet, or snow.
We in this house.
We're going to provide you with them wonderful news. Try to drop a couple little jewels. But be on the quest for all of those missing blues clues.
Hey, Steve.
That nigga Steve.
I'm not going to say it this week, Steve.
That nigga Steve lost on his way to rehab, man.
I'm going to take a moment, bro. Can I have a quick
I was
moment?
finna give you one.
Hey, man, y'all know every week I normally say, fuck you, Steve, when I do this part of the show. This week I ain't going to say, fuck you, Steve, man. I'm going to say, Steve, man, I saw a post where you asked how people was doing, bro. And real talk, your boy been through some shit this year. I've been through some shit, man. Like, Steve, man, I ain't going to say fuck you no more. I'm going to find a new phrase right there. Because what you did last week, you gave people the opportunity to just say how they was doing. And right now, your boy Past Master ain't doing too good. So, I ain't going to say it this week. It still rains, sleet, or snow. But I just let you know. Sure. I appreciate you, Steve, this week. I appreciate you.
All right, bro. I seen that Steve post, and I was like, you see some good shit, you'll read through it. I'm like, hey, I feel like adults really needed this moment with our old friend. Because them comments was getting deep. Like the further and further you read, because at this point, people see other folks being vulnerable, so they don't fear being vulnerable at this moment. And I was like, damn. And always, that's like shit going on. Everything y'all gonna always revolve back to me and being in school with kids. Because as a kid, I used to flame motherfuckers. I never flamed nobody that wasn't a part of the moment. That's bullying. You going out your way to talk about motherfuckers and shit. But I tell kids, man, I'm like, hey, bro, y'all need to have a little grace for motherfuckers. And y'all gotta chill sometimes, because sometimes people do be going through shit. And y'all coming in here thinking y'all fucking funny. And it's not. And you don't know what type of night. Like, we got kids that's telling us, like, how bad they night going, man. Kids that's going through some real shit. And I just be like, damn, bro, I'm blessed to never have had to go through no type of shit like that. And it just taught me how to be a little more graceful with people when I used to have a little less patience with shit.
That part.
Because you never know what people in this world are going through. So let's be kind, folks. Steve preached that to us a lot while looking for shit that he already knew where it was at in the house, but it was a show. But let's just be a little more kind out here to those in the world. That's all I got to say about that. But, my brother, I got to clap it up.
Yeah.
For our guests from the last time we had an episode, we didn't have one last week, but the week before that, shout out my boy Jay and Ahmad. What I planned on being another Let's Get In, Get Out, turned into a nice little 2-hour and change episode. It was pretty good, man.
Yeah, I got a chance to tap in with y'all a little bit while I was there. You know, so y'all seen this spot been a little empty in the last couple weeks, man. Your boy been dealing with life. So I've had an interesting last 6 months, but y'all know I lost my mom back in March, so I ain't got to rehash that or whatever. But let me tell you about my last 3 weeks. Because I ain't been on the show in 3 weeks.
Has it been? Yeah.
Because before Jay Ahmad, I wasn't there the week before that.
Who was the week? No, yep, Jay Kazi.
Yep. So it's been a crazy 3 weeks. Y'all know my wife was pregnant. We talked about it. Our daughter came September 21st. So we have a healthy baby girl. She was born 4 pounds, so she's still a NICU baby. So we go to the hospital literally every day to visit with our little baby, and she's growing and she's doing wonderful. So keep her in your prayers. But she's good. So hopefully she'll be home sometime next week. Only for a week or so later, I lose my dad. So I lost my dad last Tuesday. When I tell you, losing both parents within 6 months has by far been the most humbling, the most devastating, probably is more the word, experience I've ever had in my life. So I got to bury my dad in the morning. I told myself I wasn't going to drink my ass off tonight, even though I'm drinking.
Shout out to the old school.
Yeah, I broke out the old school today.
Niggas going old school. Like, PSA. Drink what you drink. These niggas out here making y'all buy Don Julio and Henny when you want E&J VSOP. Drink what you drink, man.
So, I'm drinking it, and with the plans of in the morning, I'm going to eulogize my dad, which is by far one of the toughest things I've had to do ever in life. So, just keep the Past Master in your prayers. For those people that follow me with Past Master's picks, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm not doing the show this week because tomorrow Wednesday, it's the funeral. Thursday, I'm gonna probably have a hangover. I ain't gonna lie to you. So ain't gonna be no show this week. So after the upsets we had last week in college football, I don't need to pick anything this week.
Why the upsets happened? Because fucking Lincoln.
You know what? I figured we would talk about that in our random topics.
We don't talk about it. I ain't write it, but I forgot to talk about it. Shout out to the home team, man. But
shout out to our guest this week.
I want to say shout out to our guest, Comedian Ronni Jay. I'm gonna check to see if I got a message in this time frame. I have not. So I don't know what happened with her. Prayers that everything is okay, but we always keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, hopefully somewhere she is laughing,
chuckling, and telling great jokes. It is.
But anyway,
my favorite. Anywho, Past. I mean, I know you're not doing a show this week.
Yeah,
but I know you got a couple picks to talk about.
Yeah, so LaRon said I'm on Google Meet now.
Oh, so you're no. Don't do the Google Meet. That's just a link. I thought you lived here. Let me get you something. Hold on, LaRon. Give me 1 second. I'm finna send you an email. I didn't know you would be virtual. Usually it had the address and everything for you to come into the building. So we were prepped for that. But give me 1 second. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do while we do this, we're going to do a quick commercial break. Yeah. We're going to get Miss Comedian Ronni Jay in the building. We're going to have her come kick it with us. Let me find a good song. What's a good? I want a good mellow. Give me a little time. There we go. All right, y'all. As always, it's your boy NicoThaGreat with the wonderful
Past Master.
And we're finna take a quick commercial outbreak so we could get Miss Ronni Jay on here. Comedian Ronni Jay on here the correct way. You already know. Let's go. Yeah. Can you say something about virtual?
You listen to the sound, nigga. And you know. Let's start off with that. Real shit. Sure. Top back, feeling good. Gripping leather, ain't it with cat down. Switches, yo nigga misunderstood. Might hop off that phone, jam like fuck me. We damn that's a bag. Just might hop out that jag. Switching lanes down 64. Number smoke, catch me ride. Ain't got bitches, she rolling up. Just stay quiet, stay pulling up. Got that drink, it's up in my cup. See me swerving and sipping, don't get it twisted. It's with me, don't got that fine. Bustin' on listen, no witnesses. Just split this big pimpin'. I'm gonna see me out, clean small. Don't be trippin', don't be worried about what's in my system. Casamino, don't be worried about what's in my system. Flag and stick, you want the sound, come and pay that ticket. It's for the low truck.
There we go. We can see you. Give us a second. Hey, turn it on up, y'all. We back in this motherfucker thing, y'all. We finna bring on our wonderful, wonderful guest for the evening, y'all. We done got it together, y'all. We got the wonderful comedian Ronni Jay in the motherfucking building. Oh, can you hear us? Can you hold on? Let me see. I forgot.
Oh, you gotta do that.
Yeah, you know I gotta do all that extra stuff.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
That I believe. Can you hear us now? Don't hear her.
Hold on. Can you hear us? She can hear us. We can't hear you.
Yeah, she can.
We can't hear you though.
Let me see.
Here, say something for us.
Say something for me. Nah, it ain't on your end. It's being glitching on us. This is why I don't get to utilize all that. Can you hear us now? Let's see if we can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear you?
There we go. Yeah, we'll have to do it in that manner. I don't know which one it is. Look, every time we come in here, they change one of these
messing with
things.
stuff.
Get the messing with stuff and throw off our little feng shui in the building, and the damn wires want to change every other day. But y'all, we gonna have to let's clap it up for comedian Ronni Jay in the building. How you doing tonight? We doing pretty good. Just getting the show started. I do apologize about all the discrepancies. I thought you realized it was in person, so I figured you was in St. Louis. But it's all good. We glad to have you.
Where are you at? Are you in St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm in St. Louis.
Oh, you should have pulled up.
Oh, I came from the county too. I should have stayed. I thought about staying home, being virtual, but. It's because I don't be wanting to come in the next day and upload the audio so it go on the thing, so I just be here. But as we getting into the show, we just talked about our past Masters picks, which is when he discusses different football things. And then we're going to go into this wonderful segment we got called the Numerology Corner, where I take the number of the episode and I try to find something that I feel is meaningful behind that number. And for the number 53, it indicates that the angels are supporting you fully and helping you go through the significant changes in your life. So those from above are making sure, as one of my favorite gospel songs, helping to order our steps.
Okay.
and the directions in which we need them to go at this point in time in our lives. So, y'all take what y'all want to do with that word there. I left the collection plate at home today, but I ain't gonna make sure y'all ain't got to get no dollars this week. But Past,
Yeah.
what's pissing you off this week?
So what's pissing me off this week? Honestly, you YNs.
Who?
These young niggas.
Oh, why? You know what? These little niggas got so many abbreviations right now.
Yeah, I'm
That Unc is confused.
I'm just over it, man. Like,
So what the young niggas do?
I'm just sick of I'm sick of the rules not applying to them. The laws not applying to them.
You know what's crazy? They do. Them little niggas just don't care.
Well, but you know, it's the same. It be the same ones complaining about the rules not applying to them, who then turn around and be like, when the rules are applied, well, man, it's not fair.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know y'all heard what happened at Jennings High School this last weekend at the homecoming. You know, shout out to all those Jennings teachers and students. But when it says clearly on the ticket, no entry after 8 p.m., and your ass walk up at 8:05, hey, fam, you're not getting in. And I don't care what your mama say or who your mama thinks she is.
And stop contacting Real STL News and VOTP News to make them post about y'all niggas not getting in the goddamn dance that y'all knew what time it started.
Fam.
I don't get why do...
Because we like folks that have opinions.
Lack of accountability.
Man, I'm so sick of that lack of accountability.
And I ain't going to say it's all black people, of course. I ain't going to never generalize everybody in no group. But I see why these kids have a lack of accountability for shit, because you got parents that know for a fact. Like, I respect the parents that be like, well, shit, we knew what time we had to be there. Like, it's our fault. Like, these are the same people who was making sure they got to the club before 11 so they could get in for free.
That part.
But you can't get your baby to the dance before. I mean, something going to have to give that day. Especially if you know your child is an athlete, you know all the shit they got going on, whether it's cheerleading, sports. It's like, you have to account for all of that, unfortunately.
That's the stuff you sign up for. If you a senior or a junior at high school and you worried about making an entrance at prom or at homecoming dance, but you a cheerleader or a football player, hey, fam, you know what you signed up for. You knew at the beginning of the season that there would be a football game on homecoming day. You knew that there'd be these things that you wanted to do that was going to conflict with your time. All the rest of us got to deal with. It's called time management.
Facts.
Well, maybe you can't get the 24-inch bus down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can't get that.
When did a park become a bus down?
I don't know, man.
Did you know this, Miss Comedian Ronni Jay? Like, I don't know when a park became a bus down.
This some new shit that they just...
Okay, I'm just making sure I ain't...
It was just a middle point. Now they just making them come about bus down. The first time I heard it, I think I heard on somebody else content or something like that. I'm like, what the hell is a bus down? And then I ended up finding out it was a middle point. I'm like, oh, middle point.
That was the first, because when I grew up, a bus down was completely different.
Completely
these niggas is different. I'll be like, you got a what? I'm like, do you know? Google the def. I want you to go to Hip Hop Dictionary and look up bust down and tell me if middle part is the last thing added on there. Because I want to know the other options. I've heard of a watch in which you take down the originality of. I don't know where that motherfucker came from.
Right.
But the originality of the watch, you put all the diamonds in it. The infamous. I'm on the west side of Chicago looking for a bus down. He definitely wasn't looking for a tour guide. He was looking for a freaky individual. A promiscuity.
She was a
By
very
choice.
freaky girl.
But now a bust down means a middle part. And I'm just like, when did we get here?
Yeah, I'm so, you know what? I think it hit me yesterday. I'm officially over working with kids, bro.
Bro, I'm only 2.5 years in, and I'm like, hey,
what you do?
I'm a para.
Okay.
Oh,
I pray for y'all.
Hey.
Y'all be dealing with
Specifically with special education. So.
Bless your heart.
Pray for y'all.
So I'm a high school history teacher.
And I'm an elementary building sub.
So you and I'm sure both of you understand this. If I hear clock it and I see a kid do this one more time,
so
I'm gonna throw something at them.
I don't know if I've heard that. We know what made me the most appalled by the little boys at the school, and this may break your heart as well as a football enthusiast. I'll be playing like catch with them and shit. The little kids that catch the ball on somebody. Moss. Talking about like Randy Moss. So I asked them, I said, hey, what does Moss mean? What is Moss? I knew what it meant. Yeah. They like, that's when you catch the ball on somebody and I was like, but who is Moss? Moss is just a word. It ain't nobody. I said, what? I almost said, you niggas is tripping. I was like, hold the football.
Disrespectful.
Get in the circle. We're finna have a little powwow. Because what we're not going to do is disrespect what I think is the greatest wide receiver.
I think I'm in my Joe Jackson era. Because I'm 2 seconds from yelling at every kid, Michael, Marlon, go get my belt. Who left the towel in the swimming pool?
Bro,
it's over.
I went off on a kid after school care today to the point I was going to put him out. For the simple fact that I see him crying. And he walk up, you see his top lip busted, you see blood on his teeth. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? The way he telling the story, motherfuckers jumped on him in the bathroom. So I get the call. I ain't one of them, but let's pull to the side and talk. Mr. A finna embarrass you in front of everybody in this motherfucker. So I called the other nigga name loud as hell. I'm like, so-and-so, you did what? He like, what? He's like, he said you did. He looked all them back there was like, bro, so you just gonna lie like that? Come to find out, he telling them like, he was like, he in the bathroom, we were in the bathroom and they pushed me and I hit my mouth. So I'm getting pissed. Come to find out, no. He ran up on one of the other third graders in his class in the bathroom, talk about, let's fight. The other one, he hella chill. He like, bro, I told him, I ain't trying to fight you. Like, what you on? And he put the dude who tried to initiate it, pushed him to the ground. Well, his big brother in the 5th grade, as well as his homeboy, when that motherfucker, he's like, I pushed him up off of so-and-so. But ain't nobody starting up with him. He tried, I finally get to talking. I'm like, bro, that's the story. I'm going on. He like, yeah. I'm like, I don't care about your lip. Sit down. Suck the blood off your lip. Because you tripping. How you going to come in here and act like these niggas done jumped you in the bathroom whole time you trying to jump on a little smaller dude. And you the biggest boy in your class besides the one who shouldn't be in that motherfucker because you failed.
Oh, they still fail people these days?
No, it's by choice if your parents.
Oh, his mama held him back. You a smart lady.
And it's a couple more. He need to go back. I think we need to take him back some grades from where he at. But it's just like, I'm like, bro, I've been teaching these little boys this, like, hey, bro, listen, I ain't your daddy. I can't whoop y'all. Stop lying to me in this building. I'm one of the closest things you're going to get to your father figure in this building. As I tell my kids, you tell me the truth, whether you right or wrong, I can at least ride for you. If I know what happened, I can defend you. I discuss whether you was right or wrong on the back end between me and you. But if I need to advocate on your behalf, cool. You tell me you did, I find out you did some shit and I ask you lied to me, I'm snitching. And we finna walk outside as soon as your parent get there.
And we gonna have a conversation.
We finna have bro. I got a couple daddies like, hey, he wild out. Do what you need to do. I'll be looking dead in they soul like, you heard that right. I don't never want to touch no kid. But I want you to have in the back of your mind that your father and me have an old school way of thinking that if you act up in here and I can't get to you, there's other black man, I'm finna let him deal with you the way he needs to. Because I trust him with you. These little niggas wild.
Hey, man. What's the sneaker of the week, fam?
So, my shoe of choice, I actually went home and changed clothes. I had on some other shoes. I don't get to bring these out too much. These my Realtree Air Jordan. This is Jordan's actual first shoe silhouette. It's called the Airship, but it was banned. When I was talking about the banned Jordans, because he had red and black with no white. You were supposed to have white on your shoe back in the day.
Yeah.
He had an all red and black model of this, and with a little bit of white, but it wasn't a lot. So they ended up scrapping the Airship And then they got the Air Jordan 1, which if you look at it, you can see where a lot of the design for the Air Jordan 1 came from, with the bottom and everything. So, but this is the company Realtree, the country folks. This is the collab they did with Jordan. I was
going to call them the Duck Dynasty ones.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I got the hat with the Realtree shit on. That's my favorite. One of my favorites, since we got a comedian on. One of my favorite comedians, John Witherspoon, used to say, you got to coordinate. Yeah. I say that daily at school. I'll be like, I don't like what you got on. I don't know if you know about matchmaking, but you got to coordinate. We're going to have to work on this. I asked kids, what do you think matching is? My son thought it was putting the same color on. Red. I was like, you probably your mama child. Because I would never. I'm like, I said the only way you going to wear a red shirt and red pants is if them motherfuckers came on the same hanger when you bought them.
I'm just saying,
it's the only thing you can mix match real and make it look okay is denim. And that's a far stretch because some people take it too far with it. And I'm like, all right, nigga, you're wildin'. Pops is rolling because you're wildin'.
Looking like a straight cowboy. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Oh, that was my shit back in the day. Was it a Ford commercial they used to have that? But look, since we are in what I call the season which you love.
Yes. It's homecoming season.
It's homecoming season, HBCU season. Let me show you about my shoe of choice, which just so happens to be the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Howard University.
HU,
which is a shoe that actually came out last year.
Yep.
But it was solely given to the athletic department people. So I'm gonna pull that up for us now just so we can look at it. I'm gonna read a little tidbit that I put together from this said article. I love the shoe. I mean, just flat out, I love the shoe just because of the color. Even though I don't have Howard nowhere on the shoe, it may I doubt even on the insole, but it's a good shoe. I like when Jordan 1s do the little creamish tongue. But in the upcoming holiday season of 2024, the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Howard University is set to make its debut, marking a significant moment as the first collaboration between an HBCU and Jordan brand available to the public. Initially given to Howard Bison's basketball team in 2023, the public release is a significant move for the Jordan brand. This marks the brand's debut of an HBCU shoe at retail locations. This is my favorite part about it, because Howard University was founded on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Founded on March 2nd, 1867, Howard University boasts famous alumni like Chadwick Boseman,
Baby Oil,
the Diddler. I don't want to say that nigga first name, but that man out here with the plethora of slick sauce, and Taraji P. Henson. Mm-hmm. In 2020, the Jordan brand and Howard inked a 20-year deal with Michael Jordan pledging $100 million for racial equality and social justice over a decade. The anticipated Air Jordan 1 Low, initially thought to mirror the player exclusive, which that player exclusive was hella fire. It was a little more sparkly and some more shit to it. Will showcase a unique color arrangement and be devoid of branding. Meaning they took the HU off of there because we just get the color.
Because where the Nike Air sign is right there, that's where it said Mecca. Yeah.
So they took that off because a lot of us weren't going to understand that. I would have bought it still. Yeah. The palette echoing the school's hues will include white, gym red, midnight navy, neutral gray, sail, and muslin. Crafted entirely from leather, the sneaker will feature a white base complemented by navy and red contrast accent. A sail midsole atop, a navy rubber outsole completes the design. So y'all see this amazing shoe, man. I want this motherfucker. They drop actually this Saturday.
I want them.
Sneakers and other retailers, but sneakers will probably be your best bet. I really need these. Shout out to also, even though I didn't put them as my sneaker of the week or anything about them, but since we in HBCU spirit, shout out to Adidas and what they did with the collab with the
Crazy
Kobe's
8.
Second shoe, the Crazy 8.
Yeah.
The low edition they did the HBCU one. I bought Bree. She couldn't get through for something, like somebody wouldn't pop up to let her check out, so I was able to cop for her
the Alabama State
pair.
Honestly, in my opinion, them the best looking ones.
I agree.
Them the best looking ones. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna get some of the Prairie View ones because I'm a Prairie View alum, but they not gonna get worn that much.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they look like clown shoes.
Yeah, I'm like, hers was kind of a subtle color, cool colorway.
Yeah, they purple,
Hey
black,
man,
and
listen,
yellow.
y'all. I know y'all niggas don't know too much about Lincoln, but please give us a shoe. I'll buy it. You ain't gotta make a lot of cup. Just sell it at like with the place. Jordan, come on, man. Chris Paul wore a custom Lincoln shoe in the game when he was on his little.
He did, and I'm surprised nobody.
Shoe.
I'm surprised nobody tried to make that like.
Yeah, because
in the link, even in the Lincoln space, nobody tried to.
Well, no, yeah, they weren't gonna be able to make that. We ain't finna go to jail for fake shoes.
Oh yeah, that's.
But I would have definitely. I tried to tweet him. I'll tweet him the other day, like, hey, bro, let me get them.
Hey, because
they
ain't doing nothing but sitting in the box. So he donated.
If that. But that was our wonderful musical. Well, not musical break, but our shoe of the week. I read musical in the paper.
But we had a chance to get started before we get into these random topics. Ronni Jay, what the hell's going on with you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, staying busy.
Okay, that's
good way to be.
Facts.
So when we get to these random topics, you are a full member of this show right now. So when we get to these random topics, interrupt the shit out of us because we talkers. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all talking about tennis shoes.
No.
This is we about to
you
get
may
to
know a
the
little
random
bit
topics
about.
now.
Okay.
So
I don't know shit about this. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even really wear tennis shoes. But
you got some Crocs?
Working out.
You got some Crocs?
Huh?
You got some Crocs?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, look, I love Crocs. I got changed over. Listen, the only thing you can't do with Crocs is leave them in your car in the summer.
Oh,
cause my shit be shrinking, and I can't get my foot in one of them. But I want these Harry Potter Crocs that's finna drop.
I might have to get some.
Like Gryffindor. As much as I spend on shoes, I can't bring myself to spend $70 on no motherfucking Crocs. So it's just in my. I'll be spending $200 on shoes. I'm gonna wear them a lot, and barely that. But I can also sell them for some money. But $70 for some Crocs, I pay $70 for some Yeezy slides, and them was motherfucking worth it. But if I did cave, I want them Gryffindor boys.
I might have to look at that.
I need them Gryffindor joints.
Hey, Ronni, we thought you was coming in, so I brought you a cup. So if you take a shot when you with us, you know what I'm saying? Just
I don't even drink.
Well, air shot with it. It's water in the other one.
I mean, you can have mine.
We'll do that.
Say less.
So speaking of our random topic.
Yeah.
A show I love, near and dear, I think to everyone's heart.
Yeah.
Allegedly, because I'm going to stick with allegedly, provided us with a series finale.
Yep.
For Ghost, which is a part of the Wonderful Power series, all under that brand. Shout out to 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, whatever you want to call her.
What's her name? Courtney Kemp?
Courtney Kemp.
Yeah, shout out
to her for the right. Them niggas is cold. Shout out to Reek for being on there since he was 10.
Yeah.
He 20. Maybe 21.
That's dope.
The last episode was fire to me.
Oh, yeah.
I've watched it 3 times already.
Yeah.
I watched it back to back the first day because we ain't had nothing else to do. I'm like, put this shit back on in case I missed something. Diana, she went real Pecos Kid in that bitch.
Bang, bang.
Shot Anya in the back like a motherfucker.
Hey, you know what, though? I'm going to tell you. Did it not give, like, when the original Power ended, we knew that there were going to be spinoffs. They had already kind of told us there was going to be spinoffs.
It's going to be a spinoff.
But there could at least be 2 to 3 spinoffs off that last episode.
You can go through the Tejada family.
Because I think Diana becomes Monet.
She could.
Like, the way she was standing at the table, she like the head of the table now. She Roman Reigns.
I think he's going to combine that show with Force. Because
I can see that.
Force is about to be, when his season comes, that's supposed to be the series finale. And what I've read, which I can't say is true,
right,
but I read 50 was trying to wrap up some of these shows because he got his own studio built.
Yeah, so
he want to do his shit in his house.
Yeah.
I don't see Stars not still taking it on because, come on, Stars.
It's too much money.
What else is niggas watching on Stars besides Power?
So
P-Valley.
Is he gonna wrap up Raising Kanan? Because the nigga ain't seen Ghost and Tommy on there yet.
He can't because I feel like Raising Kanan still. Raising Kanan, maybe we get. I feel like Raising Kanan come back on. We fuck around and get another season of Raising Kanan before we get the other shit.
Sheesh.
Who knows, man? 50, calm me,
Did you watch Power, Ronni Jay?
Yeah, I watch Raising Kanan. I watch all of that. I didn't know that 50 was about to build his own studio though.
Yeah, I heard he went Tyler Perry with that shit. So I mean, which makes sense. I'm like,
but he did like there was some like disputes between him and Stars before these seasons where it was an issue between him and Stars over Power. Like they were basically trying to like cut him out.
You can't. You can't.
You can't cut him out. This is shit.
First of all, Power ain't. I don't know that song. Big Rich Town gotta be platinum.
You remember when Trey Songz almost fucked it up for everybody?
Boy, first of all, that's how I know that was. I ain't gonna say the first time, but that was the fastest I've seen the power of the internet, because them niggas instantly dogged him for switching Joe out. 50 changed that shit back so motherfucking fast. He's like, look, Trey, you already got paid for it, but you're not gonna have these niggas cussing at me every weekend about your ass. Nah, at this point, you might as well put Keith Sweat on that bitch. Like, come on, man. Like, I was like, bruh, Joe. I'm like, no, nigga, let Joe get that check.
Hey,
Joe deserved that. He's putting enough time.
It's a good song.
Right.
Speaking of Joe, this isn't a random topic, and I talked about it last week, but you weren't here. I seen a nigga on my page say Joe could beat R. Kelly in a versus.
What?
And I was like, take away how you feel about the bullshit R. Kelly has done. I don't condone that shit whatsoever.
What?
But I was like, is it crack, meth, the Fenty? Because what would make you believe? First of all, I fuck with Joe, but I couldn't name you 20 Joe songs.
I can't name you 3 Joe songs. Maybe, yeah, yes, I can. I want to know
the one song,
the Good Girl song.
The one song Case did that was actually hit
Missing You.
That's Joe's original song.
But it don't count since he didn't release it, even though he wrote it.
He released it in Europe. It just didn't come out here.
That's crazy. I still don't understand how that even happened.
I don't know. It's like some nigga fucked up. Like, bro, we sent the CDs to the wrong people, but they fuck with.
Have y'all ever watched all the Trapped in the Closet videos?
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is on Saturday, I made a joke at my wife about Trapped in the Closet.
I'm finna do it.
And I just put them on, and we getting dressed, and we got through like 5 of them things, and she was like, "You not gonna let it? You not gonna stop it?" I was like, "No, I'm invested again. Where's the midget?"
Listen.
That's how me and my family was one Thanksgiving. We set up Thanksgiving evening and watched every single, because we didn't know it was that many. And it just kept on playing, and so we just kept on watching.
It's hellas of them shit.
Pimp Lucius.
Like, so the crazy part is for me, I'm from Aurora, Illinois, which is about 45 minutes outside Chicago. And I spent a lot of time. I was like in high school when that shit was coming out. So we talking about this shit daily. Like, bro, this nigga R. Kelly tripping, bro. Like, what the fuck is he doing? And it was like, it was something we was looking forward to, because every week them bitches was dropping. At one point, it was like dropping every week, and I'm sitting there like, I know this nigga weird, but this nigga's a fucking genius. Because how the fuck do you make a song that long? Same beat. This nigga ain't never changed the beat. So technically this beat is like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And bro, you just kept expounding.
And you kept the story going. It, like,
I don't see how he should have brought that shit as a book.
He can't read.
But you can pay a nigga. He can't read, but he can't. Look, he can't read, but how many of our kindergartners that learn how to read Master, I Believe I Can Fly? You don't need how to read. Fantasia proved you don't need to know how to read. Fantasia played Fantasia in the Fantasia movie. You don't need to know how to read. You just need to figure it out.
I don't know, because she got screwed in some of her contracts when she first got
that part sucked.
But you know what though? A lot of artists get screwed in their contracts.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them that don't read the damn contracts.
Same lunatics. So you say Ali.
Yeah, you want to go into that?
I mean, we were already there.
Hey, for those, obviously everybody know, this past weekend, American Music Awards, Nelly, St. Louis's own Nelly, said, fuck Maryland Heights PD, I'm going to show y'all how I do it on the big stage. He came out and did a show. But what he did, not only did he just come out and put on a show, he literally disputed every rumor that we've heard about him for 20 years. Yeah. Like, he brought out the lunatics, every single one except Ali.
But you know what's crazy though? I mean, they just did the black and white ball with him. They've been on tour with him. Like, the issue was just Ali.
But the fact that he also brought out Chingy and Jaquan, like, to bring out Chingy when motherfuckers in St. Louis will literally say, you know what, them niggas don't like each other.
Did you know they was beefing at one point?
They were beefing at one point.
Actual diss songs?
I did know that.
I found them and listened to them. Shit was crazy. Them niggas was talking Chingy low-key was talking real spicy to that nigga. I gave Chingy the one up. I was like, oh, Chingaling, I didn't know you was doing this. All right, that's what he got for that pork
Howard.
chop. Look, that's what he got for that pork chop.
All right, Howard, I see you.
That's what happened. Nelly had a little heat though too, but I was like, all right, Chingy was talking real greasy.
I'm gonna have to listen to those.
But the crazy thing about that though, Ali did post that picture that had all of them. And like congratulated the moment. He didn't say names specifically, but he graduated. He could have blocked Nelly. That's what I would expect from him. To block Nelly face out. Like,
here's my thing with Ali, fam. What it looks like to us, and I think we all have gotten to this space now, is that you broke, or you not getting the money, and you're coming after Nelly because he got it. But I don't see why he should still be taking care of you.
I mean, and I agree with Nelly in that interview, like, that he did out here. So, shout out to What Up Though podcast.
Yeah.
They used to do that show here too. But it's like, how long do you have to carry niggas? And I mean,
Country Grammar came out.
Look, it may not even be that. That may not even be Ali's gripe. It very well may not be, but I'm like, is your issue really with Nelly or is it with Universal?
But even that, when they signed all of them, it was they signed Nelly and he just happened to bring the lunatics with him. Now, whether we want to realize it or not, Nelly is Michael Jackson in this. They brought the rest of y'all just cause Michael said, "Hey, I want to keep us together."
I feel like Murphy was a close Tito. Like,
Murphy. I can give you that. But
he was the next star. Not saying Keywan and them didn't have it, but like star quality.
Yeah,
Murphy Lee could have did a whole lot more than what he did.
If anybody should be Jermaine, it would be Murphy Lee, because at least he had singles and he was able to do his thing. But for Ali to be in this Jermaine role, it's just not what's up right now. Like, fam, bury the beef.
But y'all knew that because y'all pushed Nelly to the forefront too, because you could tell, motherfuckers could tell when one person got it a little more than everybody else. And it's like, all right.
They ride their waves.
Because I'm like, what was the discrepancy? Because y'all made Free City. Y'all was on Nellyville. Y'all was on Sweat and Soup. So I'm like, where did the discrepancy about the Country Grammar shit come from?
But
if y'all were still,
if you go back, what songs on Country Grammar were they like featured in?
I would have to look at the list. Like, Batter Up, for sure.
Let me break out my trusty
Apple
Batter
Music. Up. That's all I got offhand because I don't know that album by heart.
Country Grammar.
You just don't expect your homeboy to do 10 million in an album buying day. It's a lot of niggas who ain't never did 10 million. Nelly is in a different company.
Steal the Show was featured St. Lunatics. Ride With Me featured City Spud. Batter Up featured Murphy Lee and Ali. Icy had St. Lunatics. That's it. So, hell, I ain't never heard the song Icy.
I don't recall it.
Wait, as a matter of fact,
I've heard the whole
album. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at Apple Music, the deluxe edition of the album. So Icy was on the like re-release.
So it's
not even on the original album.
I didn't even know they did a deluxe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nelly. But hey, it is what it is.
Hey, you know.
Shout out to Murphy Lee and Keywan, bro. It's hella dope. I don't know when the AMAs was recorded.
But they've come out and said that they actually want to be pulled off that lawsuit because they didn't even have.
Because it should have.
They didn't even. Yeah, they didn't even have. Like, how you gonna use my name in a lawsuit, fam?
Because he needed that whole name for it to make sense. Because that means everybody got to feel that way.
I have a feeling he's gonna lose in court. Not because he might have an actual legit.
Give that nigga $12.
Great. No, I'm gonna tell you why I feel Ali's gonna lose in court. My man Nelly hired Scott Rosenblum. And if anybody in St. Louis knows Scott Rosenblum, you can literally go stab a nigga, get a knife to the police, blood on your hand. Scott Rosenblum gonna get your ass off.
I'll do his holiday party.
Man.
With Mega Lux. Boy, talking about money in their building.
Oh, 100%.
It's all Lambos, Range Rovers, Escalades, and then motherfuckers was getting $100 tips to do just push a button. I was like, oh, you niggas is different up in here. You got money.
Man.
ATL nigga, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know the nigga name. But the nigga getting charged for being a fake dentist. People, this is a PSA. Look at me in my eyes for as open as they are. Why is you letting anybody outside the dental office or orthodontist touch your motherfucking teeth? As a nigga who had braces from the summer going into my sophomore year till October of my senior year, why would you allow a nigga who stayed down the street from you and he not going to the dental office play with your teeth? I seen a motherfucker
come
post,
get these veneers.
I seen a motherfucker post on Twitter, who doing braces? What do you mean? The orthodontist does them. Why are you not going to that gentleman? Is it because it costs too much? That means you don't need braces. You finna let a nigga play with your teeth? I have braces. That shit hurt coming from the nigga who's good at it. I'm definitely not. And this is going in the same line of y'all. People who choose to get your body done, and you go into a lady named Hempta in the motherfucking basement somewhere on the side of the Bronx.
Man.
Fix and flatten your booty, and now you built like the Crimson's chin.
They built like
by the backside.
They built like Cardi B.
Cardi B booty look like it moved. She just built like some pliers. It's like that wild shape. Yeah, looking like it's like an attractive wisdom tooth. You like a wisdom tooth that don't need to be filled. Like you got something nice about you, but I seen one. We had a party a couple months ago, and one of them came in there, and I'm like, people automatically think everybody wants them. I'm like, ma'am, baby, that fake booty don't move me.
Hey, you know what would be crazy? Like, I'd be out with my wife, and we see a booty, and my wife be like, so is it real? And then we have to sit there and stare at it for a minute, but stare at it without being seen staring. We be like,
you know what you got to do? Somebody asks you.
Hell yeah. Yep.
See, when somebody asks, if they gotta ask me, is it real? I said, do you get jam confused with jelly? No. So therefore, you should know the real booty. Yeah, I've seen some. Shout out to the girl in Lincoln she was the first probably BB I seen in person. And we was gone that summer. We came back, and I'm like, she walked past us. Now for me to know her, I'm talking about Gumby. Straight down. I'm talking about sitting in a metal chair and fuck around and slide out that motherfucker. No type of backside whatsoever. She came, I don't know who she went to, but it got to be the same person SZA went to. Because it was so naturally put together. She walked past us in the library. We like, what up? I was like, what? I know that young lady wasn't built like that last semester. What type of money was she getting over the summer? But it was great. And I was like, you get a high five. Because you at least went and spent the money. If you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Don't half-ass it.
And don't do nothing outrageous, because Nicki Minaj, I don't know if y'all remember the music video from 5-Star Chick.
Yep.
5-Star Chick, she should have stopped that. Because now it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I would. If I had two more hands, I'd give that booty 4 thumbs down, because she is the queen. She is the deluxe pliers. It's just like, I'm like, man.
But you know what's crazy? I think about in Black America how we used to clown Michael Jackson for getting all these nose jobs, But now, everybody in Black America either got some type of, chicks going out here getting.
It's a fad. And
I bet not find out no nigga doing this shit.
Boys, these niggas out here getting them ab etching. I'm like, boy, listen, nigga, come on, bro. You shaped like Gucci Man with a 6-pack. That don't make sense.
Boy, Charles,
Oh my God! First of all, that. I seen that shit. I'm like, bruh, he look. I'll be trying not to talk.
First of all,
Miss Netta looks like William Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
Like with a if Bill Cosby played,
Netta look like Ving Rhames.
What's Holiday Heart? Like, listen, if Bill Cosby was Miss Doubtfire, it would be Miss Netta. Like, the first time I seen this Mr. Ma'am, I was like, Sir Ma'am, what you doing? And I'm like, I don't judge nobody. Do what you do because it don't affect my house nor my home. However, come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm the fuck on.
I'm in no way homophobic. I could care less what y'all do in your bedroom. But fam,
well, I can't crack jokes about it though.
Like, I should be able to, cause I'm fat.
I'll be having good material.
I'm like this. I'm fat. So if you got fat jokes, I'm all for the fat jokes.
I don't get mad.
Like I don't get mad. Just understand. Like my boy Nico say, you got 30 seconds to get all yours off. Because after 30 seconds, I have already analyzed everything that I am going to flame your ass over.
And you tripping because before the 30 seconds, I've already analyzed it on the walk up before we started doing this. As good as my memory is with stuff I read off paper, my mind moves fast when it comes to talking about people. That's why I be telling these kids at school, leave Mr. A alone. Because I've been doing this before your mama thought about fucking and having. So, these jokes just fly. We got a little girl who has no hair whatsoever. I always tell her, I'm like, every time she says something, I'm like, for 18 cents a day, you too can be fed a sack of potatoes. Just leave me alone. No, because they think they funny. Oh, yeah. It'd be different if they ain't think they was funny. Mr. A, why you always got a hat on? You bald head. I was like, my beard's longer than your hair. So what we really talking about here? And that's how I do it. I never say it mean. I say it in that tone.
Oh yeah, I joke on kids all day long. It's something I learned from a dad.
Actually, it's like it's a what you call it's therapeutic.
It is because you know what I realized that's when my students know when something's wrong with me.
And if I don't flame you,
because if they walk in, I ain't got nothing funny to say. I ain't flaming them as they walk in. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" Yeah, I ain't told them they randomly ashy or something like that.
I'll be lighting them.
I had a light skinned girl come in today, and she. That's what I said. She came in, her baby hair was flaking, like flying a little bit as she walked. It kind of.
Ooh, no.
Did one of those, and I was like,
the cockatoo.
I'm like, rough morning. No, I was like, you forgot your lotion and your edge control. Ain't nothing wrong with my edges. Okay. Well, they waving at me.
Oh yeah,
and I don't agree with multiple things waving at me like that. Like it feels like I got fans right now.
I had a little girl get mad at me about a year and a half ago. She would always just do shit to fuck with me. And we in the counsel's office one day. I used to have to deal with her little brother all the time because he was bad. And she got to just trying to go off on me, and I just stood there like this, like for a whole 2 minutes. She's like, "What is you looking at?" I'm like, you know you're not supposed to put that much gel on the edge control when you do it because then it'll flake up, right? And I just walked out the room. She was livid because I'm like the other big girl. She was bad as hell. She came in there one time with her hair did just like Baby D when he chased what's his name around there. And I was like, you know you look like Baby D. And she was like, who is that? Let's have a lesson. I walked her around to the secretary office. I said, Miss Williams, can you please go on the YouTube and type in Baby D on Friday after next? Well, I showed her the whole scene of that nigga get chased around the car. She hated me for weeks because every time she said something, I'm like, you like that cookie that in the wrap? It's glisten. You know, I'm like, when the new snacks coming out? Her, these other two big girls, they used to be tripping. I used to call them the gross sisters.
I got some gross sisters.
Because they ain't know who. I was like, go look up the Proud family. Y'all tell why they blue. They're ashy, just like you three. You got birds of a feather, huh? Flock the fucking together.
I got a group of girls in one of my classes. Three of them. They 3 light skinned girls. I call them light skins with voices. And they all sit there, and they all was in class today, and I'm sitting there looking at them like, all 3 of y'all, huh? Forgot the lotion. Oh, you use Eucerin. Forgot that too. I'm flaming them. They was like, Grimes. I say, hold on, let me stop. I gotta be careful, y'all. I know how y'all like to tussle. You know, y'all light skins like to fight.
High and yellow.
Yeah, we had us a good time. Oh, they going. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, bro. I definitely
might have to make me a road trip this weekend. So, you know, you said earlier it's homecoming season.
Homecoming season.
It's homecoming season. And with all the stuff going on in my world, you know, shout out to the missus watching from the hospital, I'm sure. But shout out to one of my former students. She's in the band at Clark Atlanta University.
Okay.
And she just told me, she's like, hey, they going to Central State this weekend in Ohio.
My auntie went there, so she gonna probably be there.
And I was like, you know, I could do it. It ain't nothing but 5 hours.
Damn,
I can do that
this weekend because Sean's birthday. Sean, shit, I'll take Sean. Sean been to more homecomings at Lincoln than me.
Hey,
I graduated from the motherfucker.
Hey, we can ride up there, have a good time, and ride on back.
Shit, here you go.
Ronnie, did you go to what school did you go to?
Well, I don't have a degree, so.
Well, we still gotta. You from St. Louis? I gotta ask you what high school you went to.
Huh?
You from St. Louis? I gotta ask you what high school you went to.
High school. I thought you were talking about college. Y'all talking about college. Well, freshman and sophomore year, I went to Parkway North. Junior and senior year, I went to North County Tech.
Oh, I was about to say, she said when she split them like that. Oh, you a fighter, huh? You went to.
I don't fight if I have to.
She like, I don't even.
Now, was you
no more?
Was you a D-said kid?
Yeah, I was.
So you lived over there like in Baden or something?
So I grew up on the north side, right around the corner from Sarah Lou.
Oh shit, you close to my hood. I grew up on when I first was born, my first probably like 6-7 years of life, I lived on Kennerly and Maffitt. Or Kennerly and that's not Maffitt. Kennerly, Maffitt is the street behind us. What was that side? You know where Sarah Lou and the little corner store and all them was, where St. Matthews is?
Mm-hmm.
I lived on Kennerly right there, and when Bell Glade came into Kennerly, from my bedroom window I could look straight down Bell Glade.
Yeah.
Then we moved on Margaretta. Shout out to the north side, man. You know, not everybody had that north side experience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Sanctuary.
When you graduate from North? Or when you graduate high school?
2002.
Oh, see, he was right there with me, too. He was right there with me. Yeah, I graduated in 2000. My cousins
graduated in 2007.
Yeah, my cousins was at Parkway North. This dude named Phenom McDaniel.
Oh, yeah, that's my best friend in high school.
Yeah, that's my cousin. That's my first cousin. I'm gonna see his ass tomorrow.
Small world.
Yeah, small ass world.
That's how the world works, man. You ready to get into this?
Hey, yeah, because I don't want to talk about Cardi being Offset.
So we're gonna give y'all one more song commercial break. Then we finna hop into our interview.
Yeah,
find a little more about comedian Ronni Jay.
Mm-hmm.
As always, it's your boy NicoThaGreat.
It's the Past Master sipping on that.
I told y'all we having one of them nights, old school drinking night.
Yeah.
Peachy Paul in the building.
Man,
Peachy Paul get you every goddamn time. Let's go. It's episode 53, Eternal Laughter.
they I keep praying on my scars. I've been stressing about these blessings. Something just don't add up, but I'm grateful, get the thankful. When these kids talk about class, so I'm sleeping on their desk. While I was skipping, chasing cash. Now my mama did me like the hippie poppers don't in no road. But see the reason why I do it, why my kids on my soul. Why I'm lost in misdirection, but these movies get sold. Get told I reach to the top. Me and mine stay on go. I say, oh, goddamn, I'ma say they with this, they with me. To get my heart, but never hard, no trick. Got some things that they need to cure. I never clinch on the bag. Give me your window seat for me. Noise cancellation, your ass. They wanna cancel my chin, cause we don't give no fucks. They steady patting on our hand. We can turn that goose to a duck. You see, I'm cool with the delusions. I'm talking music, no bucks. That purple on it got me going. I never slow the fuck up. I feel good. I feel like goddamn. Problems don't faze me. I'm the goddamn man. I feel good. I feel like goddamn. That's the goddamn. I feel good. I feel like goddamn. Problems don't faze me. I'm the goddamn man. I feel good. All the way we got it. She get a text like where you at? Oh, he wanna bag, that's cool. With that, wake up and I see the affirmations on the mirror. Smoke by the blunt, you know to see the vision clearer. Same business spirit, but these PLs gotta pay. I don't fuck with pigs, guys, I spirit. And I gotta make a way, gotta play it safe, can't be falling in the trap. I ain't Mickey Mouse to these goofy niggas, but these ducks laying on their back. And they can't get easy, if you forgot the niggas in the dust. I'm a street rat turn king, I'm a down nigga in the rough. Hey, I feel good. I feel good. I feel like goddamn. I feel good. I feel like goddamn. Problems don't fade me, I'm the goddamn man. I feel good. I feel like goddamn. Feel with the kingdom, that's the goddamn.
She milk wasted.
If you're feeling good, this a wood. Swish how you should. Hey. Hey, turn up, and turn it on up. We back. It's the wonderful Ethnic Issue More team. I'm your boy, NicoThaGreat.
Man, it's the Past Master.
We got Comedian Ronni Jay in the building. And we gotta discuss a couple things in this thing. So, Comedian Ronni Jay, for those who don't know you, never seen your work, don't know anything about what you've been doing, let our listeners and viewers know a little about yourself and everything you got going.
So I've been doing stand-up comedy for 2 years. I started July 22nd, around 23rd, 2022.
Okay.
So when I started, like the way I ended up just finally deciding to start, I was actually supposed to start in 2020, but we all know like the pandemic hit, everything was closing down. I had to, do my kids virtual learning, especially with my youngest son. Like it was a lot, so it was a whole lot I had to put on the back burner at that time, and postpone because my youngest son, he's on the spectrum. He's autistic.
Yeah.
And so at that time, he was just diagnosed. So he was like in the beginning stages of his therapies with, he was doing physical therapy, he was doing occupational therapy, speech therapy, and along with that, going to the resource teacher for different things. So of course, like it's an adjustment anyway, just doing the virtual learning. But then when you put it together, I was having to do his IEP part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really had to be really hands-on with that, which I'm glad that it happened. because I got a chance to see the milestones firsthand as far as him like finally learning how to tie his shoes, finally learning how to button up his shirt. So that's how I ended up doing what I do now in special education because of what I did with him back in 2020.
Okay.
I've produced 2 of my own comedy shows. The first one I produced Mother's Day weekend 2023. And with that one, I was like a little under a year in comedy, and that show sold out.
Okay.
That was my first show. I jumped in, like, not knowing everything. Didn't nobody book me for Mother's Day for anything, so I decided to go ahead and do it, do something myself. And initially, I never planned on, like, really putting on shows. I was fine with just getting booked or whatever. So that was in my mind, my plan was that was going to be the only show that I put on. But after that show, people were like, so when's the next one? I'm like, damn, I got to do another one. Because the thing about it is, like, stand-up comedy is not an easy thing. But then you add in producing your own show, that's a whole another thing.
Yeah, different beast.
At least we're just getting booked. You go, you do your time, that's it. Producing, that's a whole other thing because you have to make sure that everything's in line, everybody get paid, so that you don't have people, running your name to the ground because people will talk. If you the type of person that, that's playing people on getting paid. I had my second show, Valentine's Day weekend, back in February. It was called My Funny Valentine. And that show sold out. Both shows, I had a poet and I had comedians. The Valentine's Day one, I had a singer there too. Okay. So I kind of tried to mix it up to give a different vibe to it. So now, as far as like any shows that I plan on putting on, I'm already like starting to work on something big for 2025. So
okay.
Yeah,
you are putting in that work, and you put in a lot of work in a small amount of time. But that's how you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
When you're moving in your passion.
She kind of answered number 2, so I'm gonna go to number 3.
Okay.
It's a lot of work on and off stage.
So, at what age did you realize you were funny enough, like, for stand-up comedy?
I know people always told me that I should do stand-up comedy. Before I did comedy, I did poetry before I did comedy, and I had some poems that people found funny. Like I got a particular poem that a lot of people found funny called "Dick and Bubblegum."
It's a hell of a title. So it's a hell of a title.
Yeah, it's called Dick and Bubblegum. And it's like when a lot of people heard that poem, they was like, you know what? They was like, your poetry is cool, but you're a comedian. And I've always been told that, but I never really thought. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm funny around people I know. I don't know if I'm like on stage funny. Because, I mean, I tell people it really is a difference between being funny in the break room, at the barbecue cooking together, than it is being on stage. Like, you really got to be on point on stage. Same thing that I be telling people as far as like content creating online. That's a whole lot different than stand-up, because at least with the content creation, you make a mistake, you can go back, you can edit, you can take this out, you can take that out. On stage, there's no editing.
It just is what it is.
Take the mails if you get them.
You don't.
Yep, I feel that. So, where was actually the first place that you got to do stand up, and like how was that experience? Kind of finally testing those waters.
Okay, so most people usually start off at open mic, but I actually started at a actual show.
Okay.
So a lady by the name, she goes by Crazy Taser Lady. At that time,
I know who that is.
Yeah, she was doing like different pop-up shops and stuff like that, and she decided to do a comedy show. And so, you know, at that time, it had been heavy on my mind as far as like getting started, finally getting the ball rolling on it. And so, you know, I seen her post the flyer, and I was like, hey, you know, put me on. And she never heard anything that I did. I hadn't done anything yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, she went ahead and she put me on. So she's the first person to put me on the show.
Okay.
It was a cool experience. I mean, I didn't expect it to go any other way than what it did, seeing that I was a beginner. You know what I'm saying? So you don't come into anything knowing everything. But it was cool for a first time experience. Yeah, that was my first time. Shout out to Crazy Taser Lady.
So what do you feel is missing from the comedy scene in St. Louis?
Let me see, what's missing? I think, and a lot of people don't really agree with it, but I think what's really missing is, I'm trying to think of how to word it, like one thing I noticed with some of these comedy shows is like it'll be mostly men on the lineup. And they'll have like that one token woman on the lineup instead of a couple of them. I think another one that's missing as far as like people putting on shows, I think what's missing is like people like really putting in the work behind it, especially when putting on shows. Like I see a lot of people. I seen a couple of comedians do it. That's try to put on shows where like they'll go on Facebook and be like, hey, y'all, I'm looking for a few comedians for my show who want to be on or whatever. To me, in my opinion, I don't think that's the greatest way to look for people to book, because then you'll have friends that think they're funny in the break room, put me on, or whatever. And my thing about it is, if you go to open mics and you on the scene and you at open mics, like
you gonna get put on.
You know who's funny. I mean, to me, I would think that would be the purpose of going to open mics, especially with new comedians coming out on the scene or whatever, to see what they can do. And depending on like the vibe of your show, you know what I'm saying? Like picking people that's gonna fit that vibe or whatever. Like I think a lot of what's missing is just people really putting in the work as far as like having something with quality. Another thing that's missing is some people being willing to listen, being willing to take advice that's given to them. Because you got some people, they come in new and they want to think that they know everything, and then you try to tell them some things, based on experience or based on what you know so far, but a lot of times they're not really receptive.
Yeah.
Which is okay, because it's like at this point I've done my part. I tried to give you some jewels, and you don't do anything with it. I mean, it ain't much I can do after that. I did my part.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So, I mean, as I was doing a little research, you know, kind of what you're doing and everything, I saw she got a show called Behind the Jokes. So kind of tell us a little about that and how it came about.
Okay, so that it was never planned to become what it's becoming. So that was something I started doing where I was going live consistently on Monday. Just pretty much talking about like the backstory to certain jokes of mine. And I did that because like this summer I didn't get booked that much this summer. So I was doing that as a way to just keep my faith and my name, you know, out there. Because I'm the type of person, I think outside the box.
Okay.
So I figured, okay, if I'm not getting booked, then let me find a different way or another creative way just to keep my name and face out there. So I started going live every Monday, giving the backstory to some of my jokes that I tell on stage. And so finally, I thought about, okay, let me start bringing in other fellow comedians on the live so that they can give the backstory to their jokes. You know what I'm saying? Which, it's really fun, especially because I know some people like sometimes wonder if what some of us are talking about on stage, if it's really real or if it's just something that we just wrote. And I really can't speak for anybody else, but I know, like, as for me, like, everything that I write and every joke that I've told on stage, all of it is true.
Okay.
Every single thing, because, I mean, it's comedy and everything, and that's the gift that a lot of comedians have, is just being able to take the most fucked up shit in life.
Find the funny. I agree, for real.
So, you've been in the game 2 years now. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, let's see. The next 5 years, I'm hoping to take, because right now I do Behind the Jokes just on Facebook Live.
Okay.
I go on there and then I add whatever guest or comedian that I have to my live. Kind of as another way to kind of build my following and then, build their following too also. But I'm hoping with that, within 5 years, to have it actually be like I guess a podcast type of thing.
Okay.
Or whatever. Like, I could have done it now, but I'm the type of person, I don't like to just rush into things, because I want it to be done right. And if it's not done right, I don't want to do it at all. I'll pull the plug on it.
I feel that.
Throw anything out there.
No, I feel that. There's no point to, like, we at that time where we don't got to rush through nothing. So it's like, take your time, get it the way you want to, then you can put it out in the manner in which you saw fit.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's next for Comedian Ronni Jay?
Let's see, what's next? I know I have a show coming up on the 19th.
Okay.
On Saturday, October 19th, it's a comedy competition, which I'm competing in. It's going to be me, let me see, Sequoia, another comedian named Taji, Kyle Williams, comedian Tone. This show is being produced by the woman who was my guest last night on Behind the Jokes, KB.
Okay.
She's I think she said this is her first comedy show that
okay.
she's actually putting on her own. So I'll be on the lineup for that. So I'm excited about that. I saw one of the comedians talking shit, talking about yeah, go ahead and write me my check or whatever. Well, I'm like, no, I'm just show up and just show out. I ain't gotta do all this talking shit. But yeah, that's on October 19th, and that starts at 8 o'clock. She also have a headline for that too, and it's hosted by Scenario Brown, which he's the winner of 2023 Helium Funniest Contest.
Okay. I've seen that name around before.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He's hilarious and he's petty as hell. Petty as fuck, I'm telling you.
Where is that even at?
Then I'll be going to Joliet.
Okay, shout out to Joliet, Illinois. That's right by the crib.
Yeah, going to Joliet to perform in that show on October 25th. So I've been trying to branch outside of St. Louis because, like, over the summer I went to Sedalia to perform. I went to Bloomington. So, you know, I'm trying to expand my horizons outside of St. Louis. You know, with that. But like I said, I got something big that I'm working on for 2025. I'm not gonna speak on it until, like, you know, things are solidified.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm already working on 2025.
Let's go. Gotta work for the future.
So where can our listeners and viewers find everything Comedian Ronni Jay?
They can follow me on all platforms, Comedian Ronni Jay, RONNI. I post every single thing that I have going on from comedy shows and all of that. And also, I'm doing like a community thing where I'm doing a giveaway for Thanksgiving, which I'm collecting donations for that non-perishable food or whatever. The goal is to help feed 20 families for Thanksgiving. Because the thing about it is, you know, a lot of people being supportive, and a lot of people think that you have to wait until, you know, you make a lot of money to give back. But I just rather start, you know, doing it now because, I mean, people being supportive of me, so I'm going to pour it back into them, but they pour it into me.
Oh, I feel that. For sure. So, man, we gotta clap it up for Comedian Ronni Jay in the building. And unfortunately, usually we used to let people go right at this moment. However, you gotta come talk to the Past Master for a little bit.
Well, welcome, Comedian Ronni Jay, to the hot seat. This is like a good game of spades. You study long, study wrong. All right? This is my rapid fire. So as soon as I ask the question, give me an answer. All right? This ain't Jeopardy. You ain't got all the time. All right? So here we go. Your favorite your favorite comedian right now, like your favorite current comedian.
Favorite current comedian. Was somebody that just came out, or just my favorite comedian?
Who's your favorite comedian?
Adele Gibbons.
Shout out to Adele.
Such a fucking lady.
She one of the goats.
Your favorite comedian all time?
Favorite comedian of all time, Red Fox.
Favorite comedy movie?
Don't Be a Menace.
Classic. Favorite food?
My favorite food, potatoes.
Potatoes?
I can fuck with that. I love potatoes, nigga. Mashed potatoes, scalloped potatoes, French fries.
50,000 things you can do with a potato.
But why you think they giving them kids that for 18 cents a day? Ain't shit you can't do with no motherfucking potato.
That's true. Most influential person in your life?
I would say my grandmother would.
Okay.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
If I had one wish.
Like Ray J.
For women to stop wearing these big ass baby hairs.
Listen. She get the horns for that. Cause I am so sick and tired of these big thick ass baby hairs that them motherfuckers is adults.
I'm not gonna lie.
It makes the wigs look bigger.
Oh my god! And the young girls, I remember when wigs was only for older women. These young girls be rocking wigs at 16.
Right. With the Cleo braids.
I'm talking about that shit be thick. I'm like, girl, your motherfucking baby hair is mature.
I'm so sick of the lashes too, bro.
They coming
Yeah, it's like a nigga in parsley. He gonna sprinkle that thing, and that nigga done made Vienna sausages and gonna sprinkle parsley over that shit because he wanted to make him look fancy.
Hey.
Nah, we can't do that no more. But shit,
Well, Ronnie J, you are off the hot seat. Thank you.
we gotta clap it up for comedian Ronni Jay in the building, as well as we gotta clap it up for y'all ashy asses for sticking with us for another hour.
Because I looked at it, I'm like, man, y'all been tuning in.
They've been tapping in, man. We've been having good people rocking with us, man. Yeah. Shout out to my folks on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. X make it sound like a porn site.
It does.
That's probably why you can open it up in the middle of the day and see a booty hole. So it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. But we got a next week, man. I got a dude that's coming on, man. I've met him twice.
Okay.
The 2 times involved me shooting videos. One for a show I produced called Connect the Dots. Shout out my nigga Riley B. And then I shot a music video, his first ever music video this past weekend, this Saturday. So I got some stuff before that I'm going to edit that up.
Speaking of hold on. We done made it through this whole episode, nigga, and you ain't pat yourself on the back. Nigga, hey, first of all, let me go ahead and say this, because my brother was gonna be modest.
Let
me go ahead and say this. It's the peach that's what's talking. Hey, y'all, first of all, hey man, give yourself a round of applause.
I give myself a little round of applause.
Shout out to my brother NicoThaGreat for becoming the official videographer of Sister Strut, and it was hot as shit on Saturday. And my mans was out there capturing all the pink.
I was fucking. Well, luckily, it was cool at first. I took the hoodie off, which I still ain't got my Ethnic More TV hoodie back, but that was free, so I ain't too tripping. I ain't gonna say free because I did some video work for it. However, it was a lot. My body still hurt. That's why I know I got to get to the gym that I paid a membership for and don't show up to.
Hey.
But I was razzling and dazzling, bro. Once that shit get to going, that shit get to going. And that's why shout out to everybody that was there. Willie Moe, aka Pretty Willie, motherfucking Murphy Lee Keywan, Shy K, who always give me these opportunities. It's my second year working with Sister Strut. First time I did videography just for her, but he liked my video more than the person that actually did a video. We got books for it, so mine was just a little short reel, 60 seconds worth. So I'm finna do my little razzly dazzly. Hopefully he love what I do as I'm wrapping up other projects before then. But it was a dope opportunity to be the main person to be doing it.
Hey, bro.
So,
as I said in private, I say it in public, brother. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate you, my brother, man.
Hey, that's what we do.
I'm out here working, man, for a purpose, man. But yeah, man, my boy Gutter is real.
Yes, sir.
He is a rapper, man, out of here in the Lou. Got a story behind him. He gonna come chop it up. Probably bring the missus in. We're gonna have a good time next week,
bring
man.
the missus. Hell, I might bring my missus with me too.
We're gonna kick it.
Let's do it.
Let's do our thing, man.
Comedian Ronni Jay. Hey, send me the flyer, man. I love the support. So make sure that we tap in so that way I can come to an event, come to one of your shows. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell, there's nothing better. To me, I think every teacher, every person who works in education is literally one stage away from becoming a comedian. Because all we got to do is talk about what the hell happens in our buildings.
Boy, listen,
Abbott Elementary
is my job. I mean, I've said it before my whole life. I always call myself a fake comedian because I don't play with that. People get on stage and do that shit for real. I'm hella funny, but I don't know if I'm stand on stage funny.
Yeah, I'm situational funny.
But I have not met a motherfucker that do not be dying laughing at me.
Yeah.
So one day, that's my bucket list. It don't gotta go nowhere, but I'm gonna go to somebody open mic, or I'm gonna go to like some shit at the Helium Club when they doing regular people, and I'm just gonna go up on that motherfucker, and if niggas don't laugh, I'm just gonna start flaming the people in the crowd. So the choice is really yours at that point. Either you're gonna fucking laugh with me, or you're gonna find out you didn't know I could talk about you in 25 different ways before you make it back to your car. So we're just gonna do that how they want to do that, man. But we gotta once again clap it up for the wonderful comedian Ronni Jay coming to kick it with us this evening. As always, I'm your boy NicoThaGreat.
And it's the Past Master.
And we do this wonderful thing called Postal Podcasting, meaning rain, sleet, or snow.
We in this hole.
We're going to provide you with the wonderful news. Try to drop a couple of the Jews. And I'll be still trying to locate all the missing blues clues that nigga Steve lost.
Hey, Steve.
On his way to rehab.
Hey, Steve. Thanks, man.
Shout out to Steve,
week,
man.
Honestly, I thought about it. I've had some time. Nepal is talking to me now. Next week, it's back to
back. Fuck you, Steve.
It's back there next week.
You
But
left
thank
us,
this
man,
week.
in a trial time in our life.
Yeah.
We really needed you, bro. I heard you went to rehab. I don't think the dog should have had you fucked up like that, but it is what it is, Steve.
And Blue, just so you know, hey, we didn't expect you to be one of them letters in the rainbow
Was
either.
Blue a stud? Because I always thought it was a boy, but then they told me it was a girl, but they passed it off like it was a boy. So maybe Blue was. No, it's supposed to be a girl.
Yeah, Blue's a girl.
A girl dog. So that's why I think
stud.
Blue a stud. When I found out, they fucked my childhood up. I'm like, so you mean to tell me I've been saying this little boy dog the whole time and this nigga been a woman? Boosie said it in a song what Blue is, but I can't say it or they gonna cancel me.
That part.
But I appreciate y'all ashy asses kicking with us. We finna get up off this thing. Shout out to the wonderful comedian Ronni Jay for kicking with us.
Indeed.
We appreciate you being on here tonight. We hope you have a great evening. And you're more than welcome to always come back and kick it with the Ethnic Ishmael fam.
Hey, see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. You know it. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate you being on. We finna keep doing our razzle dazzle, doing our thing. I'm about to wrap this shit up. The Paul Mason, he's a Mason, but I'm gonna call him a Mason. He's doing this thing, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm about to get up out this motherfucker. You know it.